Over 60 and still eating rice the same way you always have? The way you cook and eat rice could be quietly spiking your blood sugar, draining your energy, and upsetting your digestion every single day. You sit down to a warm bowl of rice, thinking it's harmless. But what if the way it's prepared is silently blocking nutrient absorption and raising your blood sugar right after every meal? 5 simple rice hacks can flip the script, turning rice from a hidden blood sugar trap into a gut-healing, blood sugar-friendly food. Stay with me until the end to see how. Hi friends, welcome back to Senior Club. If rice is part of your daily meals, lunch, dinner, maybe even breakfast, you are in the right place. Today's video might completely change how you think about that bowl of rice. For many seniors, rice is comfort. It's familiar, it's simple, and it's been on the table for decades. But if you've noticed feeling sluggish, bloated, or unusually tired after meals, it might not be just aging. It could be how the rice is prepared. The good news? You don't have to give up rice. In fact, with just 5 simple tweaks, you can turn rice into a blood sugar-friendly, gut-healing food that actually leaves you feeling lighter and more energized. Before we dive in, tell me in the comments, do you eat rice every day? Type yes if you can't go a day without it, or no if you only eat it occasionally. I'd love to know. Rice itself isn't bad, but after 60, the way your body processes rice changes. Digestion slows, stomach acid levels drop, and insulin response isn't as sharp as it once was. That means the same bowl of rice you've been eating for decades can now cause blood sugar spikes and sluggish digestion. Unsoaked, unmodified rice still contains phytic acid, which blocks calcium, zinc, and iron, minerals seniors need for strong bones and energy. And when eaten plain, rice converts to sugar quickly, which can lead to sudden fatigue, weight gain around the belly, and more stress on the pancreas. This is why many seniors feel full but not nourished, tired but unable to sleep well, and weaker over time, even when they think they're eating healthy meals. But there's good news. Small, smart tweaks can completely change how your body reacts to rice. You can still enjoy your favorite meals and actually feel better after eating them. In just a moment, we'll start with the first hack, a simple step you can do before cooking that unlocks nutrients and makes rice much gentler on your stomach. Researchers have found that soaking rice reduces phytic acid by up to 77%, allowing minerals like calcium and zinc to be absorbed much more efficiently. That means every bite of rice is actually feeding your bones and muscles and immune system instead of letting nutrients slip away. This is especially important after 60, when calcium absorption naturally declines and bone density begins to drop. Soaked rice supports your body rather than silently working against it. One viewer, Susan, 68, used to complain of brittle nails and fatigue despite eating well. She started soaking her rice every evening. After just a month, she said she felt lighter after meals and even noticed her energy level staying more stable throughout the day. Soaking isn't just a tradition, it's science-backed self-care. It takes less than an hour, uses no special tools, and can be done while you prep the rest of your meal. Now that we've unlocked the nutrition in rice, let's take it one step further. The next hack is just 1 spoonful of something you already have in your kitchen and can drop rice's blood sugar spike by nearly a third. Hack number 2, add 1 spoon of vinegar. The second rice hack is just a spoonful of something you probably already have in your kitchen, vinegar. Adding just 1 tablespoon to your cooking water can dramatically lower the blood sugar spike rice normally causes. Vinegar contains acetic acid, which slows down how quickly your body breaks down starch into sugar. That means your blood sugar rises more gradually after meals, helping you avoid the sudden spike and crash cycle that many seniors feel exhausted. In fact, a Johns Hopkins University study showed that adding vinegar to rice can reduce its glycemic index by up to 31%. That's not just a small difference, that's the difference between a blood sugar roller coaster and a gentle wave. David, 66, pre-diabetic and tired of feeling sluggish after dinner, started adding 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to the water before cooking his rice. After just a few weeks, he told me, "I feel steady after meals, no more heavy eyelids or sugar crashes." When cooking rice, add 1 tablespoon of natural fermented vinegar, like apple cider vinegar, to the pot or rice cooker. The rice won't taste sour, it will simply taste a bit fresher. If you have a sensitive stomach, start with half a tablespoon and work up. Now that we've stabilized blood sugar, let's supercharge your rice by adding a single ingredient that can help sweep out bad cholesterol and keep your energy steady. And you probably already have it in your pantry. For seniors, blood sugar spikes aren't just numbers on a chart. They affect how you feel right after eating. Sudden spikes can leave you drained, foggy, and even irritable. And over time, those daily spikes put extra stress on your pancreas, raising the risk of diabetes complications.
Take Martin, 70, who wrote to me saying he always felt sleepy after lunch, sometimes even nodding off in his chair. After adding just 1 tablespoon of natural vinegar to his rice water, he noticed his energy stayed steady for hours. No crash, no brain fog, just calm, steady focus. Multiple studies confirm this. Vinegar slows starch digestion and improves insulin sensitivity, allowing glucose to enter cells gradually instead of flooding the bloodstream all at once. For older adults, that means less roller coaster blood sugar and more consistent energy. This is the kind of small change that pays off daily. You still enjoy your favorite rice dishes, but you're protecting your blood sugar, your energy, and your long-term health. Now that we've tamed blood sugar, let's add a secret ingredient that not only helps balance sugar, but also lowers cholesterol and keeps your digestion smooth. Hack number 3, mix in a little oatmeal. The third rice hack might surprise you. Mixing in just a small amount of plain dry oatmeal with your rice before cooking. This simple blend can transform your meal into a heart-friendly, blood sugar-steadying powerhouse. Oatmeal is rich in beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that acts like a sponge in your gut. It slows down how quickly rice starch is digested, which means steadier blood sugar, longer-lasting energy, and even better cholesterol numbers over time. A National Institutes of Health study found that adding just 5 to 7% oatmeal by weight to rice slowed the rise in blood sugar by up to 43%. That's almost cutting the spike in half. Maria, 74, who was managing both high cholesterol and borderline diabetes, tried this for 3 months. She mixed in just 1 teaspoon of oatmeal for every cup of rice she cooked. Her lab results improved, but even more importantly, she said, "I no longer feel heavy after eating rice. I can actually go for my evening walk without feeling sluggish." For every cup of uncooked rice, about 150 grams, add 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of plain, unsweetened oatmeal before cooking. This is the golden ratio, enough to give benefits without making the rice heavy or sticky. Avoid flavored or instant oatmeal, which can contain sugar and additives. Now that we've added fiber and balance, let's look at a golden-colored spice that can lower inflammation and even improve your body's response to insulin. Hack number 4, add a pinch of turmeric. The fourth rice hack is all about adding a golden boost, just a pinch of turmeric to your warm rice. This tiny change can help reduce inflammation and improve how your body handles insulin. Turmeric's power comes from curcumin, its active compound. Curcumin has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, meaning your cells respond better to insulin and keep blood sugar more stable. It also helps fight chronic low-grade inflammation, which is linked to arthritis, fatigue, and even brain fog. A study published by the National Institutes of Health found that regular curcumin intake reduced insulin resistance by 23%, similar to the effect of certain mild diabetes medications, but completely natural. Elaine, 69, who had dealt with stiff joints for years, started sprinkling turmeric on her rice once a day. Within a few weeks, she noticed less morning stiffness and more consistent blood sugar readings. She said, "It's like my body feels calmer." After cooking your rice, and while it's still warm, add 1 to 2 small pinches of pure turmeric powder and stir well. The warmth releases turmeric's aroma and helps it blend evenly. For even more benefit, pair it with a tiny pinch of black pepper, which boosts curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Now that we've boosted your rice with natural anti-inflammatory power, let's talk about one final hack, a trick that doesn't require adding anything at all, yet can completely transform your rice into a gut-healing food. Hack number 5, cook, cool, and reheat. The fifth and final hack might be the most powerful, and it doesn't require adding anything at all. Simply cook your rice, let it cool, then gently reheat it before eating. This process transforms ordinary rice into a gut-friendly, blood sugar-friendly powerhouse. When rice cools, its starch changes into something called resistant starch. Unlike regular starch, resistant starch doesn't fully break down into sugar in your small intestine. Instead, it travels to your large intestine where it feeds healthy gut bacteria. The result? Better digestion, less bloating, and a smaller blood sugar spike after eating. Studies have shown that cooling and reheating rice can cut its glycemic response by up to 50%. That means half the sugar load entering your bloodstream compared to freshly cooked rice. Robert, 71, who struggled with constipation and blood sugar swings, started cooking his rice in the morning, refrigerating it and reheating it for lunch and dinner. Within weeks, he reported smoother digestion and more stable energy, no more afternoon crashes. After cooking your rice, let it cool at room temperature for 30 to 60 minutes, then refrigerate for several hours or overnight. When ready to eat, gently reheat until hot, not dry or overcooked. This keeps the resistant starch intact while making it safe and delicious. Now that you know all 5 hacks, let's pull them together into one simple daily routine so you can easily start using them. No overwhelm, no guesswork. Quick recap and daily routine blueprint. Let's quickly review what we've covered so far. Hack 1. Soak your rice to remove phytic acid and unlock minerals. Hack 2. Add 1 spoon of vinegar to stabilize blood sugar.
Hack 3. Mix in a little oatmeal for fiber and cholesterol control. Hack 4. Sprinkle turmeric and a pinch of black pepper to lower inflammation. Hack 5. Cook, cool, and reheat your rice to boost resistant starch and improve gut health. Daily Routine Blueprint. Here's how you can put it all together into one simple day. In the morning or early afternoon, rinse and soak your rice. When cooking, add a spoon of natural vinegar and a teaspoon of plain oatmeal. After cooking, let your rice cool, then refrigerate until you're ready to eat. At mealtime, reheat gently, sprinkle turmeric, and serve. This routine doesn't require special tools or exotic ingredients, just simple steps that turn rice into a healing food for your blood sugar, digestion, and energy. Next, we'll talk about what to pair with your rice, the best side dishes and flavors that make your meals not only healthier, but even more satisfying. Now that we've transformed the rice itself, let's talk about what you put on the plate alongside it, because what you pair with rice can make or break its effect on your blood sugar. Pair rice with a source of lean protein. Think grilled fish, chicken breast, tofu, or even lentils. Protein slows digestion, keeps you fuller longer, and prevents sharp sugar spikes. Seniors who consistently pair rice with protein report feeling more energized after meals and less tempted to snack later. Add non-starchy vegetables like spinach, broccoli, zucchini, or peppers. The extra fiber helps slow down carbohydrate absorption and keeps digestion moving smoothly. This is especially helpful if constipation or sluggish bowels have been an issue. Clara, 73, who used to feel bloated after every rice meal, started pairing her rice with a simple veggie stir-fry and a bit of grilled salmon. Within a month, she said, "I feel lighter after meals, and my evening walks don't feel like a chore anymore." Follow a simple plate rule. Half your plate should be veggies, 1/4 rice, using our hacks, and 1/4 protein. This keeps meals balanced, colorful, and satisfying without going overboard on carbs. Up next, let's talk about timing. When you eat rice can be just as important as how you prepare it. The fourth pillar of smarter rice habits is timing. When you eat rice can change how your body responds, especially after 60. Your body's insulin sensitivity is highest earlier in the day, meaning it can handle carbs better. Eating rice earlier, at lunch or as part of an early dinner, leads to steadier blood sugar and fewer late-night spikes. Late-night rice, especially in large amounts, can raise blood sugar while you sleep, leading to restless nights, frequent bathroom trips, and even morning fatigue. For seniors already dealing with insomnia or blood sugar swings, this can make things worse. Henry, 69, loved his late-night rice and curry habit, but often woke up at 3 a.m. feeling hot and thirsty. Once he moved rice to lunch and kept dinner lighter with veggies and protein, his sleep improved, and he said, "I wake up clear-headed now, no more 3 a.m. wake-ups." If you love rice for dinner, keep portions small, half a cup cooked, and always pair it with protein and fiber-rich veggies to slow the sugar impact. Now that you know the when and how of eating rice, let's go deeper into portion control, because even healthy rice can backfire if you're unknowingly eating too much. With all 5 rice hacks, portion size still matters, especially for seniors whose metabolism naturally slows with age. Aim for about half a cup of rice per meal. That's roughly the size of your cupped hand. This amount gives you energy without flooding your system with excess carbs that your body doesn't need at night. Research from the American Diabetes Association shows that keeping starchy carb portions moderate helps maintain more stable post-meal blood sugar and reduces insulin spikes, which in turn helps protect your pancreas. Henry, 67 years old, used to fill half her plate with rice because it felt comforting. When she cut it down to a cupped handful and filled the rest of her plate with veggies and lean protein, she said, "I no longer feel stuffed and sleepy after meals. I actually have energy to enjoy my evenings." Try pre-portioning cooked rice into half-cup containers before refrigerating. That way, when you reheat, you're automatically serving the right amount. No guesswork, no temptation to overeat. Now that we've tackled how much rice to eat, let's talk about flavor. How to make these healthier rice bowls taste so good that you'll actually look forward to them every day. Healthy rice doesn't have to taste plain or boring. The right spices and flavors can turn it into a dish you crave while still supporting your blood sugar and gut health. Herbs and spices do more than add taste. Many of them have powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects that work together with our 5 rice hacks. Best flavor boosters. Garlic and onion support heart health and add natural sweetness when sautéed. Cinnamon helps control blood sugar and gives a warm, cozy flavor. Cilantro or parsley add freshness and aid digestion. Ginger warms the body, soothes the stomach, and pairs beautifully with turmeric rice.
Josephine, 72, told me she used to dread her diet rice because it felt tasteless. Once she started adding garlic, cinnamon, and fresh herbs, she said, "I actually get excited about dinner now, and my grandkids love it too." Keep a small spice tray near your stove with turmeric, cinnamon, black pepper, and a jar of minced garlic. This makes it easy to season rice without reaching for excess salt or butter. Up next, let's talk about what to drink with your rice meals, because the wrong drink can undo all your blood sugar efforts. What you drink with your rice is just as important as what's on the plate. The wrong beverage can turn a perfectly balanced meal into a blood sugar roller coaster. Sweetened drinks, sodas, sweet teas, fruit juices add extra sugar that hits your bloodstream fast. Even seemingly healthy fruit juices can double the sugar load of your meal and undo the benefits of your careful rice preparation. Instead, sip on water with a squeeze of lemon, herbal tea, or even warm barley tea. These drinks are naturally hydrating and help slow digestion slightly, which supports steady energy. Amal, 68, who had been drinking orange juice with every meal, switched to unsweetened herbal tea. Within 2 weeks, she noticed fewer afternoon energy crashes and said, "I feel like I've finally got control over my sugar swings." If you love flavor with your meal, try cinnamon-infused water or a light mint tea. Both are naturally sugar-free and have bonus blood sugar stabilizing effects. Now that we've covered what to eat and drink with your rice, let's talk about one of the most overlooked factors, how your gut health affects how you process rice. Your gut health plays a huge role in how your body processes rice and how much benefit you get from all these hacks.
Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria that help break down food, produce vitamins, and keep inflammation under control. When your gut bacteria are balanced, rice is digested more smoothly, blood sugar stays steadier, and your immune system stays strong. But if your gut is out of balance, too much bad bacteria, not enough good, even healthy rice can leave you bloated, tired, or irregular. Research published in Nature Reviews Gastroenterology and Hepatology shows that a diverse gut microbiome is linked to better blood sugar regulation and reduced risk of metabolic syndrome, conditions that affect many seniors. Paul, 70, struggled with bloating no matter what he ate. Once he focused on gut-friendly foods, including cooled rice with resistant starch, he noticed less gas, better digestion, and more energy. He said, "I never thought something as simple as changing my rice could help me feel so much lighter." Support your microbiome by combining your rice hacks with gut-friendly foods like fermented vegetables, kimchi, sauerkraut, plain yogurt, or miso soup. This feeds the good bacteria and helps keep digestion smooth. Now that you understand the connection between rice and your gut, let's talk about the most common mistakes seniors still make even after they think they're eating rice the healthy way. Even when you know these hacks, there are a few common mistakes that can still sabotage your results, and many seniors make them without realizing it. Mistake number 1, skipping soaking. Rinsing isn't enough. Skipping the soak means phytic acid stays in the rice, blocking calcium, zinc, and iron absorption, all critical for strong bones and immunity. Mistake number 2, using too much rice. Portion creep is real. A heaping bowl of rice, even if cooled or soaked, can overwhelm your blood sugar. Remember, moderation is what turns rice into a healing food. Mistake number 3, pairing rice with sugary drinks. Juices or sodas undo the blood sugar benefits of all 5 hacks. This combo can lead to post-meal crashes and unnecessary weight gain. Mistake number 4, eating rice right before bed. A heavy rice meal late at night can raise nighttime blood sugar, disturb sleep, and make mornings sluggish. Daniel, 74, thought he was doing everything right by switching to brown rice, but ate it in large portions with sweet tea at dinner. After adjusting his serving size and swapping tea for herbal water, he said, "I sleep better now, and my fasting blood sugar dropped by 15 points." Be mindful of when and how much rice you eat. Follow the hacks, but keep portions balanced and pair rice with protein, fiber, and healthy beverages. Up next, we'll talk about how to make these habits stick, turning them into a simple, repeatable routine you can follow every day without overthinking it. Knowing the 5 hacks is just the first step. The real transformation happens when these steps become part of your daily routine, so natural that you don't even have to think about them. New habits stick best when they're simple, repeatable, and tied to something you already do every day. Think of these rice hacks like brushing your teeth, a small ritual that protects your health without feeling like work. Practical routine example. Soak rice in the morning while making breakfast. Add vinegar and a bit of oatmeal when cooking lunch or dinner. Cool and store rice right after cooking so it's ready for later. Keep a small jar of turmeric and black pepper near the stove so it becomes automatic. Rita, 70, wrote to me saying she kept forgetting to soak her rice, so she started putting a sticky note on her fridge every morning. After 2 weeks, she said, "Now I just do it without thinking. It's part of my morning routine."
Pick one hack to start with this week. Once it feels easy, add the next one. Layering habits like this keeps things manageable and ensures you stick with them long term. Next, we'll address safety concerns because some of you may be wondering, what if I have diabetes, kidney issues, or take medications? Is this still safe for me? Let's answer that clearly. You might be wondering, are these rice hacks safe if I have diabetes, kidney problems, or take medications? The good news is, yes, for most people, but with a few important precautions. Medical guidance. First, if you have diabetes or prediabetes, these hacks are especially helpful since they lower the glycemic impact of rice.
Still, check your blood sugar after meals for a few days to see how your body responds. If you have chronic kidney disease, be mindful of potassium intake if you add veggies like spinach or beans with your rice. Always follow your doctor's guidance on potassium limits. If you take blood thinners, turmeric is generally safe in food amounts, but check with your doctor before using large amounts daily. Clinical nutrition research confirms that modifying rice preparation can improve blood sugar response without harmful side effects, but individualized monitoring is always the safest approach. Maria, 75, who takes medication for both blood pressure and diabetes, brought these hacks to her doctor. After approval, she gradually added them one by one. 3 months later, she reported steadier blood sugar, less bloating, and a new confidence in what she was eating. Introduce one hack at a time and give your body a week to adjust. This helps you pinpoint what's working best and ensures you feel in control, not overwhelmed. Now that you know how to safely implement these tips, let's build a simple, repeatable daily plan so you never have to guess what to do next. Daily Blueprint. Now let's put everything into a simple daily routine so you can follow these rice hacks without thinking twice. Morning prep. Soak your rice first thing in the morning while you make breakfast or coffee. This gives it time to soften and unlock those minerals before lunch or dinner. When you cook, add 1 spoonful of natural vinegar and, if you'd like, a teaspoon of oatmeal to boost fiber and slow down digestion. Stir gently and let the rice cook as usual. Once cooked, let the rice cool for 30 to 60 minutes, then refrigerate. This builds up resistant starch, turning your rice into gut-friendly fuel. Pair your rice with lean protein and plenty of veggies. Half a plate veggies, 1/4 protein, 1/4 rice. Sprinkle a pinch of turmeric over warm rice for extra anti-inflammatory power. Evening routine. If you're having rice for dinner, keep portions small and finish at least 3 hours before bed to avoid late-night blood sugar spikes. Harriet, 71, told me that writing this routine on a sticky note and keeping it on her fridge turned it into a habit in just 2 weeks. She said, "Now it feels effortless, and my numbers look better than they have in years." Print or write out your own rice routine and keep it where you can see it, in the kitchen, near your rice cooker, or on your fridge. Small reminders make habits stick. Next, we'll recap all 5 hacks in one quick checklist so you can screenshot it and have it ready next time you make rice. Quick recap and checklist. You've learned a lot today, so let's make it simple. Here's your 5-hack rice checklist you can follow every time you cook. Checklist. 1. Soak. Rinse and soak rice 30 to 60 minutes before cooking to reduce phytic acid and unlock minerals. 2. Add vinegar. 1 spoon of natural vinegar when cooking lowers the glycemic impact by up to 30%. 3. Mix oatmeal. 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of plain dry oatmeal per cup of rice for gentle fiber support. 4. Sprinkle turmeric. A small pinch of turmeric and black pepper to reduce inflammation and support insulin sensitivity. 5. Cool and reheat. Let rice cool after cooking, then refrigerate and reheat to boost resistant starch for gut health. Think of it as SVOTC. Soak, vinegar, oatmeal, turmeric, cool. Easy to remember and quick to apply. Sam, 66, printed this list and taped it to his rice container. He said, "Now my wife and I don't even think about it. It's our new normal, and we both feel lighter and more energetic." Take a screenshot of this checklist right now or jot it down somewhere in your kitchen. Having it visible keeps you consistent. And now let's wrap this up with a hopeful close, because these aren't just kitchen hacks. They're steps toward better health and independence at any age. These 5 rice hacks are simple, but the changes they bring can be profound. Soaking, adding vinegar, mixing in a little oatmeal, sprinkling turmeric, cooling and reheating. Each one is a quiet act of care for your body. Small, consistent steps like these are what help you take back control over your blood sugar, improve your digestion, and strengthen your gut health without giving up the foods you love. Imagine sitting down to your next meal knowing you've turned rice into a food that works for you, not against you. Feeling light after meals, sleeping better, and waking up with more energy? That's what's possible. If this video gave you even one new idea to try, tap the like button. It helps us reach more people just like you. Subscribe to Senior Club and join our growing community of seniors who are choosing smarter, healthier ways to live. And share in the comments, which hack are you most excited to try first? Your story might be the inspiration someone else needs. You deserve to feel good after every meal, and these small changes can help make that a reality. Keep going, keep learning, and keep building a stronger, healthier you, one grain of rice at a time.